this speech is going to go like viral, so I just wanted to.
I don't know about that. You're giving me a pressure. I feel pressure.
So we need a little publicity.
Okay, so I'll wear the hat. How we doing today, guys? I'm so excited to be here and really honored. And just a quick context, my name is Kuselias, and as Michael said, I spent a lifetime trying to close the opportunity divide and help folks from barrier communities be successful in life. And I had a great opportunity to meet the folks at Carter Morris, who were just wonderful people, Michael and Terry and Emmett and all the group. I couldn't be more impressed. They were my M&A group, and we recently divested a piece of it. But the organization that I worked with worked all over to promote work as a level of integrity and to help people kind of escape some of their economic circumstances. We have an epidemic in this country. 1 out of 8 adults in the United States live in poverty. 1 out of 6 children live in poverty. Of the businesses in the United States of America, only 2% are black owned. We have to do a better job. So when Michael told me about what he was doing here, I got chills and said, this is just amazing. We have to do something. There's so much talent out there that needs our help and our guidance. And I'll give you a quick little story. I was in Baltimore, Maryland, one of the most difficult and challenged communities in the country. And I was doing an event. A lot of people had gotten jobs. And a young lady named Tamika came up to me and she said, Mr. Chris, could you come with me for a second? I said, I have to catch a plane pretty soon. I have to leave. I have to go back to my house. No, you have to come with me. So we walked around the corner to a little pizza place. Tamika and her 2 little kids, a little boy and a little girl. And we sat down at a little pizza place. You've seen them in a strip mall, red and white tablecloth, plastic picture, plastic cups. She went up to the counter and she got 4 slices of pizza, 1 for herself, 1 for me, 1 for each of her 2 kids. And I'm a little puzzled about why she's asking me here. We sit down and she said, I wanted you to be here with me today. This is the first time in my life that I've ever paid for my own meal. I've been on public assistance, my family's on public assistance, and I don't want my 2 kids growing up on public assistance. And the encouraging motivation that you gave to me is the reason why I wanted you to see this. And I want to make you a promise. I will never again not pay for my own food. And my kids will not grow up on public assistance. You have to promise me you'll stay doing this work. I was completely overwhelmed and I said, I promise. And I've dedicated my life to it. So when Michael Carter told me about what he was doing, I was so excited and honored that he thought of me to be part of it, because there's so much work to be done out there. So when you're doing your work today, it's fun and you're probably a little nervous. How many can I do? Am I going to make a good showing? Am I going to embarrass myself? Just think about it. When your triceps start to ache and your chest is a little tight and that bead of sweat is coming down your head, you think and you say to yourself, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this because that money, those funds, are going to go in and change not one life, but generations, like the 2 little kids that I worked with. I cannot tell you how important it is that we band together and follow through on some of these initiatives. And Michael and the group and everybody put this together. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is just so important. Really important stuff. So I want to do a couple of lessons here before I give the mic back to Michael. And that is, one of the things that's most important in life is to kind of listen to people and find mentors. I'm going to ask a question. This is for the kids. Anybody under the age of, let's say 25 can be eligible for this. Michael, you're not eligible. Who would like a free copy of my book? I wrote a book and it was published. It was profiled on 60 Minutes, a lot of other places. It's all about career. Who would like a free copy of this book?
I would. It's a great book, by the way.
What's your name? Julian? Give Julian a round of applause. All right, this is what Julian just did. Everybody's looking around going, does he want me to come up and get the book? What's going on here? Should I go up there? If I go up there and he doesn't want to give it to me, I'm embarrassed. You know what Julian said? I'm going to get that book. And Julian got up and he came up, he took a risk. He overcame the FUD, as I like to call it, the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt that a lot of people have in their lives. And he kind of walked up here in front of this big group of adults and he said, I'm taking that book. Sometimes when you take action, which is lesson 1, you get a lot of benefit. Julie, will you open that book for a second and turn to page 100 for me, please?
What page?
100.
Oh my God.
Hold up what you get. What is that, Julian?
A check and $100 bill.
Okay, you get the $100 bill. Would you give Mr. Michael Carter the check that we're making a donation to his place?
$1 million.
So the point is that the lesson I think to take away is that what we're teaching people to take risks, to get out of their comfort zone. Julian, thank you so much. Congratulations. Give it up for Julian, my man. And sometimes the opportunities that we have are not so visible. Maybe you've heard the story, bear with me if you haven't. There's the story of a business owner, an entrepreneur, like a lot of people that we're going to help promote. And he's thinking about how to grow his shoe business, and he says, I'm going to call my best salesperson in. I want you to sit down. We have to expand internationally. I want you to go over to Africa, and I want you to tell me if we can sell some more shoes. The guy goes over there, he comes back, and he says, sorry to tell you, boss, people over there, they don't even wear shoes. There's no opportunity for us. The owner thinks about it. He brings this other guy in, says, you go over there. Tell me what you think. He goes over, he comes back, and he says, boss, we're going to make a fortune. These people haven't even discovered shoes yet. So the idea is sometimes things right in front of you may not seem like a great opportunity, but they are. They are. And I think the idea is we have to teach young people to overcome their mindset and their limiting beliefs. I don't know if you guys like going to the circus. Anybody like the circus? I love going to the circus. I'm a big circus person. I love animals. One thing, the last time I went, I talked to the person who handles the elephants. And he told me something interesting, and I'll leave you with this. When a baby elephant is born, it weighs 90 pounds. That's a lot. And baby elephants are very precocious. They like to cause mayhem and trash the whole circus. So what they do is they put a rope around the baby elephant's foot, and they take a wooden stake and they bang it into the ground. So the baby elephant can only go so far. Do you know what he told me that was fascinating? When the elephant grows to full size, and you've seen elephants, you know how they contain the elephant? With the same stick and the same rope. And why? Because they've been conditioned since birth to have that limitation, that limiting beliefs. The people that we are going to help through this activity, through your push-ups, your sweat, your functions, are going to be people that many times have limiting beliefs. We have to blow the lid off of those and help them overcome them, because the power of the human potential is so strong. So I would say this, again, when you're doing those final push-ups and your arms are shaking, don't think of yourself. Think about those amazing young men and women we're going to help that change the world. Introduce those great opportunities like the one Michael just showed us. And without further ado, I would say, like they say in the boxing world, let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, so can everyone get ready here? We're going to do a quick countdown.
Michael, hold on 1 second. Julian, did you want to say something?
Oh, Julie?
I want to donate this back for inventions for kids.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Wow. That was beautiful.